What's going on YouTube? You're 9 students of GCSE program, alright? It's all for you. This also be applicable to GCSE students as sort of revision, alright? If you've got those basics. And we're gonna have rides through trigonometry. I'll explain you. I'll just provide several questions and problems so that you can solve by your own and also compare with my explanation as always. And I'll explain the ratios. The primary goal is to get to know ratios, memorizing the formula, specific memorizing technique, and also be able to apply your knowledge to the problems. Alright, let's have a ride. So, obviously, all trigonometric ratios for year 9 students, I'm talking about basically those basic trigonometric ratios that you can find in any single book, alright, or probably provided by your teachers in class, referred to a right angle triangle. So here is a typical right angle triangle. We can set up 90 degrees angle. Here is a right angle, and we need to input the angle. Without angle, all ratios absolutely just bullshit. Why? Because they connect angles, okay? They connect angle with the sides. That's the main idea. If you don't have any angle, there is no any relation, and there are no any trigonometric ratios. All right, so once we input 90 degrees angle, and you need to input any angle out of 2, so let's choose this one. For example, let's set up as theta. So this Greek letter is theta. You can mark any letter you like, okay, as your angle. And only now you can set up the sides. However, without angle, there is one side that's always opposed to 90 degrees angle. So that means it's right here, which is called hypotenuse. So the short name is hype, all right? Next one. So once you set up hypotenuse and this is starting point here, you need to set up 2 legs. One leg is the part of the angle theta. It's going to be adjacent side, okay? The shortcut adjacent edge. All right, and opposed to angle theta, you'll find obviously opposite sides. So that's why in problems and questions where you need to set up which side is opposite, which side is adjacent, and which side finally is hypotenuse, I hope you understand. It's technique, it's very pretty simple and pretty obvious. Okay, so what's next? The next part is to set up trig ratios. Okay, trig ratios that connects every time angle with 2 other sides. So that means trig ratios always connect angle theta and 2 sides. You always need to remember that. Okay. There is actually sort of outcomes which connects trig functions, but the primary goal was in setting up those trig ratios is to connect angle with specific sides. 2 sides means you can check, for example, hype and opposite side, okay? Or you can take, for example, adjacent side and hype, or you can take adjacent side and opposite side. And every time angle theta is gonna be here in trig ratio. All right, too many words, it's better to show you. Okay, so one more time, that's a quick note, so you can print screen or just one more time have a look. So one more time, longest side opposed to 90 degrees angle, so that's 90 degrees angle. Once you input angle theta, that's going to be adjacent side because it's a part of the angle, it's one arm, and opposite side, which is opposed to obviously this angle. All right, and let's move here. So there are 2 angles, theta and phi, all right? So that angle is phi, is also Greek letter. And if we choose this angle, so with respect to phi, obviously, hypotenuse stay hypotenuse no matter which angle you choose, but side AB, so let me see just one more time, side AB, oh man, It's too complicated here. All right, so side AB related to angle phi is opposite side. So you put opposite, okay? Now side BC, because it's a part of the angle, is going to be adjacent. So we've done that. If we take angle as theta, with respect to theta, AB becomes adjacent side, and side BC becomes opposite. As you understand, hypotenuse stays the same. In both cases, AC is hype. Alright, let's move to the next one. Here's the short quiz or short questions. For the triangle shown, name hypotenuse, the side opposite to theta, the side adjacent to theta. I hope you can do that. Just grab your pens and notes and do it in just several seconds. Alright, so the hypotenuse here is opposed to 90 degrees. It's here. QR is hype. So that's why we put QR. So next part, side opposite to theta. Theta opposite side is PQ. Alright, so next, adjacent to theta should be a part of the angle. Obviously, it's going to be PR. And we've got three different sides. Alright, we established them. Let's move to the next one. Here's more complicated, but not really. Again, pause the video, try to do by your own. For this triangle, name hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side, which is opposed to the 90 degrees angle. By the way, so sometimes it can't be established that this is the longest side because the triangle might not be drawn to scale. But once you have 90 degrees angle, in this case it's angle P, so opposed to angle P you'll find hypotenuse. So that's why it's RQ or QR. Alright. Next, side adjacent to alpha. So it's a part of the angle alpha. Angle alpha is PQR. So PQ obviously is the adjacent side. Next, side adjacent B. Obviously, it's again part of the angle B. It's PR. Next one. Oh, I'm not answering in the right order anyway. So B question. Side opposite angle alpha. Angle alpha is here, and we need to find the opposite side. So that means it's right here. It's PR. And the next one, side opposite to beta or beta, is going to be PQ. P and Q. Alright, side adjacent to alpha is PQ, opposite to beta is PQ. Fair enough. Okay, so let's move to the next one. There are questions, it's up to you, okay, whether you're going to solve or not, but I strongly recommend to go through all of them. So for those who've decided to go through all those questions, so I'm open to any feedback. So guys, write the comments, leave the comments, maybe leave the comments about the topics you want to hear, or you want to watch like specific video related to a specific topic. Again, leave your comments and I'll try to set up a day in order to record new video related to your topics that you're interested in. Alright, so that was part one. As you understand, this is the starting point in trigonometric ratios, because actually labeling sides and trying to find adjacent, opposite, and hypotenuse is pretty like basic concepts and the basic skills that you need to have in your tools, okay? So that's why in part two, I'll explain how to memorize ratios, trigonometric ratios in a very effective way, so that you actually can memorize and can rearrange depending on the question you have, all right? Because SOHCAHTO rule is good, but it doesn't give you a chance to quickly rearrange. So it's better to have rearrangement skills in order to express a known that you're interested in specific problem, all right? Then just blindly memorize the SOHCAHTO rule, and trust me, I'll show you the best way how to memorize it quickly and fast way, in a fast manner, and also you'll be applying this in the proper way. Hope you like that. If you're new here, please subscribe and also just leave the comments as it said, and like this video and share with anyone else struggling with this part of the topic, with this part of GCSE program. See you next time.